Right, okay, guys. Welcome back. Can you hear me properly? I'm audible to you. Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So everyone should turn on their videos. Hurry up, your videos. I want to see everyone. Quickly turn on your videos. Absentees. Did you watch the recording? Okay, guys. Everyone. So why? Right. Okay. Others? What happened to others? What happened to others? Huh? So don't waste time. Okay. Hurry up. Okay. So raise your hands. Those who didn't participate but already watched the recording. Raise your hands. One. Others? So I know sometimes since nowadays you are having a busy schedules. I know, but the thing is, absentee should watch recordings, right? So that is the main thing. Because now without watching the video, it's too hard to understand this lesson. Understand? Because this is something different to you. This is a new topic. Okay? අලුත් lesson එකක්. ඉතින් දන්නේ නැහැ නිකන් කරකෝලදාරිය වගේ නේද? මල මගුලක් එන්න එකපාර නිකන් අර තේරෙන්නේ නැති වුණා. right? ඉතින් මේ ප්‍රශ්නයක් තමයි ඒක නිසා හැමෝම මේ බලන්න දැන් හෙටත් නිවාඩුනේ. හෙට දවසේ බලන්න. right? Okay, now today I'm going to continue bank reconciliation. Okay, and what is the plan? This is the plan. Today I'm going to do matter bank reconciliation. Okay, and in paper revision class I'm going to do another calculations related to this lesson. Understand? I think again next Saturday. Okay, as usual, I'm going to conduct another extra class, right, from around 11:30 to 1:30, right? Class 11:30 to 1:30. Only this lesson, right? Only this lesson, right? To cover all the things. And next Monday, from 6:30 to 9:45, full day, I'm going to conduct a paper. Okay, so I'll send the paper to you. Then if you're having examinations, you can focus on that as well, because most probably only for the western province students you are having examination on 7th, which means Tuesday, right? So then make sure to study. I think you can remember about that business organizations. For grade 11 students, we discuss about the topics, right? Okay. uh, right, so make sure, right, uh, to again study your business organization chapter. Can you remember, guys, about business organization chapter? What is the act related to sole proprietorship? Act number, sole proprietorship. What is the act number related to sole proprietorship? Okay, I think we already discussed this one to my grade 11 students, right? Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to crop that video, only that discussion. Okay, and I'm going to send it as a video to your group. Is it clear to you guys? We already discussed about X number related to sole proprietorship. You know, we discussed about 8 types of business organization: sole proprietorship, partnership, incorporated companies, cooperative societies, right? Associations, right? You know, government departments, government corporations, government companies. These are the 8 types of business organization. You focus on that, okay, before the examination, right? Okay, I will send all the details to you, then you can have a clear idea, right? So, before that, I'm going to tell you what is my plan. Uh, Before this Saturday, I'm going to give you a leaflet, not a leaflet, a short note. Understand? I'm going to give you a short note which comprises first 3 lessons. A short note comprises with first 3 lessons. Is it clear to you? Send me a short note with first 3 lessons, grade 10, first 3 lessons. I'm going to send it to you. So most probably I will be able to send it around Thursday or Saturday, Thursday or Friday. Then you can take a printout. Then you can study. Understand? Sometimes තමාරු exam කරලා ඇති කරලත් නැතත් ඒක ප්‍රශ්නයක් නෑ ඒක පස්සට හරි ඔයගලන්ට වටි. Grade 11 students also can keep it, right? Okay, so others please turn on your videos, huh? Right, let's start. Now you know this is all about bank reconciliation. We have fully finished bank account. Now we are discussing what is the topic, bank reconciliation, right? Now we are discussing bank reconciliation statement, right? අපි පටන් ගද්දිම මම දැක්ක කට්ටිය ආද එතනම ගහනවා නේද, right? We all out 241ට, right? And Afghanistan දැන් TV එක ළඟ ඉන්න එපා, 14 1 wicket, right? Okay, then match එක අමතක කරන්න, right? Okay, now we have fully finished this bank account. Can you remember about bank account? So there are mainly we can identify 4 types of transactions related to bank account. First one, deposit cash in the bank account. Can you remember what is the double entry? Cash book credit, bank account debit. Understand? So what is the source document? Cash deposit slip. Understand? So the second one, deposit checks in the bank account. So again we can classify that deposit checks in the bank account into 2. Deposit on the same date, deposit on a later date. Understand? So deposit on the same date. So what is the double entry? Bank account debit, relevant account credit. Understand? Bank account debit, relevant account credit. But if we deposit the check, so in a different date, so what is the double entry? First we need to record it in the cash. So the cash row එකේ දාලා තියෙනවා. Cash book debit, so relevant account credit. Understand? When we deposit it, cash book credit, bank account debit. Is it clear to you? Right? Third one, so I think you can remember payments done now. For the second one, what is the source document? Check deposit slip. First one, cash deposit slip. Second one, check deposit slip. When it comes to third one, issue checks for payments. What is the double entry? Bank account credit, relevant expense or relevant asset account debit, or creditor account debit. Can you remember? So what is the source document? Payment voucher. Payment voucher, right? And third one, so dishonoring of checks. Can you remember? So what is the source document? Check return notification. Okay, so we can identify 2 types of, we can again reclassify, right, dishonoring of checks into 2. First one, dishonoring deposited check, dishonoring issued check. Understand? So when it comes to dishonoring deposited check, it's a disadvantage to the business. Understand? So what is the double entry? So when we deposit, we already debited the cash. So think about from a debtor, we already credited the debtors account. Okay? When we dishonor, what is the double entry? We need to remove it from the bank account. So bank account credit, okay, relevant debtors account debit. Can you remember? Dishonoring of deposited check. What is the double entry? Bank account credit, debtors account debit, because again we need to restate data. Okay. So when it comes to dishonoring issued check, when we issue a check, we credit the bank account and we debit the relevant account. Think about a creditor. Okay. So what is the double entry for dishonoring? We should debit the bank account. ඇත්තටම සල්ලි කැපිලා නැහැ. Okay. Bank account debit, creditors account credit, because we need to again restate the creditor. Is it clear to you? Send me a thumbs up. This is all about up to bank account, right? And the third one, again we discuss about how to record transactions in bank statement. Can you remember? Business maintain bank account in asset principle. Okay, bank maintain our bank statement using liability principle. Can you remember? Right. So other than that, so I think you can remember now when it comes to bank account, the things we debit, we can identify credit side in the bank account. Understand? When it comes to bank account, things we credited, we can identify it in debit side of the bank statement. Okay. Okay. And other than that, so there are 5 reasons cause to the difference between bank account and bank statement. Right? Bank account and bank statement. Then bank statement එකෙන් මං කිව්වා අපි ලංකාවේ තියෙන accounts type 3ක්. What are those accounts? Savings account, fixed deposit and current account. In here we discuss about current account. So what are the advantages of current account? We can issue checks for payments. Okay. And other than that, the main thing, now it's a disadvantage, no any interest for current account. Can you remember? Right? Interest එකක් හම්බෙන්නේ නැහැ current account එකට. Only for savings account and fixed deposit විතරයි saving අපිට interest එකක් හම්බෙන්නේ. Right? So other than that, what are the advantages? We can obtain the bank overdraft facility. Can you remember? When it comes to bank overdraft facility, we can identify it in the credit side of the bank account. In a bank account එකේ balance brought forward එක credit යනවා කියන්නේ. What is the reason? Sir, an overdraft. Understand? Right? So because of that, bank statement should balance brought forward, not actually balance brought forward. Balance can be identified from debit side. Is it clear? Right? Other than that, what are the other reasons? Now again I'm coming back to bank account. So cash book, petty cash book and bank account. Those 3 perform dual function. Those 3 perform dual function. 3 primary books perform dual function. Cash book, petty cash book and bank account. It's concerned as a primary book as well as a ledger. Right? So always these 3 account balances should identify in the trial balance. Cash book balance, petty cash book balance and bank account balance. Always cash book balance brought forward in debit side. Petty cash book balance brought forward in debit side, but bank account balance can be brought forward in debit side and credit side. Can you remember? If it is a debit side, it is a favorable balance. If it is a credit side, it's an unfavorable balance. Can you remember it? Send me a thumbs up. So I think you can remember. Right. So again, I'm going to discuss this one with you. This is like a revision. This is like a revision. So when it comes to bank account, okay, this is bank account and think this is bank statement, right? This is a bank statement, right? Think this is bank account. ලස්සනයි නේද? පොඩියට යනවා. පොඩි වැඩිද? පේන්නේ නැහැ වගේ. හරිනේ? Right? This is a bank account. හොඳටම වහිනවනේ. පෙරේක නිදා ගන්න තිබ්බනම් මරුනේ. Right? ඇඳ එහෙම මතක් වෙනවා. වීඩියෝ ඔෆ් කරන් ඉන්න ඇඳට වෙලා ෂුවර් එකට බුදිත් දාන්නේ යන්න බෑ. යන්න බෑ. ඒ නිසා මං හිතන්නේ වීඩියෝ ඔෆ් කරන් ඉන්නයි ෂුවර් එකටම නිදි ඇති. ඇයි? සීතලයි. එහෙම එපා වීඩියෝ ඔන් කරන්න. පොඩ්ඩක් මේකට නිකන් මකබාස් ගියක් වගේ වෙනවානේ. දැන් හොඳයි. එතයි. This is a debit, credit and balance. This is a bank statement. Right? This is bank account. Understand? The principal we maintain asset. The principal bank maintain. What is the principal bank maintain? Liability principal. Like අනුන්ගේ සල්ලිනේ තියාගෙන බැංකුවට ඒක liability. right? සලින් තියාගෙන දැන් කවුරු හරි මං කිව්වට අඩුතරමේ අම්මගේ People's Bank account එකේ මැසේජ් ටික අරන් බලපු එක්කෙනෙක් නැද්ද? නෝනක් දාන්න බන්න තමයි. බලපු එකෙක්වත් ඔයාලගේ මරු අධ්‍යාපනයේදී කෙනෙක් right then yeah, right? So when it comes to bank account, this is the increase side, this is the decrease side. When it comes to bank statement, this is the increase side, this is the decrease side. Okay? Normally I told you closing balance, okay, always not tally. What is the reason? There are 5 reasons. Can you remember? Because of 5 reasons, always closing balance difference can be identified. First one. So what is the first one? Think about this 1000. 1000 I can be identifying bank account credit side. So මෙතන credit side නම් මෙතන එන්න ඕනේ මොන side එකේද? Debit side එකේ. Right? හැබැයි එතන නැහැ. Right? So what is the reason? Can you remember? The reason is named as issued, which means we issued. We prepare the bank reconciliation. We do the bank reconciliation, not bank. Bank එකට වැඩක් නැහැ. මොනවා කරා? ඒ balance එක බලන්න උන් විදිහ. මෙමය බැංකුවටත් හිටපු ගමන් ඩාම් වෙනවා ඩූම් වෙනවා නැතුව නෙමෙයි. ඉතින් මම දන්නවා බැංකුවත් හිටපු ගමන් පිස්සු. හැබැයි අපි ඕලෙවල් මට්ටමේ කතා කරන්නේ නැහැ. අපිට වැරදුනොත් මිස බැංක් එකට වරදින්නේ නැහැ කියලා තමයි අපි හිතන්නේ. කොහොමද ඕනත වැඩි වුණා මේ ළඟදි මම transaction එකක් කරා 1.6 million වෙන account එකකට transfer කරා. උන් 1.6 million ඒවා දෙකක් deduct කරලා transfer. Right? Which means 3.2. Right? So මං ඇහුවා දැන් මම එක ලෙටර් එකයි නෙව් වෙයි දෙකක් ඇත. අනී සර් වැරදුනා. ඔය කරුණා කරලා රිෆන්ඩ් කරන්න. ඇයිද මෙහෙමනේ. දැන් මේ සම්පත් බැංක් එකේ ඉඳන් කමර්ෂල් බැංක්. හරි සම්පත් බැංක් එකේ ඉඳන් කමර්ෂල්. කමර්ෂල් බැංක් එකෙන් ආය අනේ ඔය දාපු ටික ආපහු අපිට දෙන්න කියලා ඉල්ලන්න බෑ. එම් පුළුවන් දුන්නා. So we can rehold the money but it takes time. Not my rights from bank side. Can identify bank also do some errors, right? So okay, right. So first one, issued but not presented to the bank for payment. First one, issued but not presented to the bank for payment. Now can you remember, because of this transaction, I'm going to take two things. Okay? Bank account balance, bank statement balance. You know, because of this transaction, whose balance is higher? We made a deduction, okay, but bank didn't, okay, right? So because of that, whose balance is higher? Bank statement balance is higher, closing balance is higher. අයි අපි අඩු කිරීමක් කළා දිනවා උන් අඩු කිරීමක් කළා කාට හරි දුන්න චෙක් එකක් එයාරම month end එක වෙනකම් බැංකුවට ගිහිල්ලා මාස you know the validity period of a check 6 months, okay. Second one, deposited but not yet realized. Deposited but not yet realized, right? Second one, deposited but not yet realized. Now because of this one, whose balance is higher at the end of the month? Our balance, bank account balance, right? Not the bank statement. You are correct, right? Why? We made an addition, okay, but we can't identify it in the bank statement. Means we already hand over this check to the bank counter, but I told you because of some reason, since now අපිට check එක දුන්නේ කෙනා වෙන bank එකක නා, okay, bank to think about those are two different banks, so it takes time, at least 2 days 3 days. We deposit the check at the end of the month, so realization happens next month, following month. Because of this, whose balance is higher? Our bank balance is high, right? Second, right? Third one, it's 2000 2000 can be identifying credit side of the bank statement, but not in the debit side of the bank account. The 2000 can be identified credit side of the bank statement, but can't be identified debit side of the bank account. What is the reason? What is the thing we call? This is direct remittances. Can you remember? This is the term we call it as direct remittances. ඒ කියන්නේ කවුද? රට ඉඳන් සල්ලි දාන්නේ ඒවත් එකක් direct remittances කියන්නේ. කවුරු හරි කෝල් කරලා කියනවා හලෝ 5000 2000 දැම්මා. දාලා ඉවරයි. දැන් මුකුත් කියන්න බෑ කියලා. අපි දන්නේ නැහැ නැත්තරම දැම්මද කියලා. හිතන්න අපි ඉන්නේ තාම බලංගොඩ ආත්මානිව ඉන්න කාලේ කියලා. එතකොට අපි දන්නේ නැහැ නේ කෝල් කරලා දැම්මට ඇත්තරම දාලාද? දාලා නැත්තම් මලකිලියක් නෙමෙයි. So we need to wait till the month end, till bank reckons think this our 1 minute. So think we receive the bank statement. Understand? We need to wait. So because of that, you know, because of this reason, whose balance is higher? Bank statement or bank account? Bank statement balance should higher than the business bank account balance. Right? Fourth one, can you remember? 500. 500 can be identifying debit side of the bank statement, but we can't identify it in credit side of the bank account. What is the reason? What is this? This is standing orders. Standing orders. We can give a written order to the bank to do regular payments. Okay, to issue regular payments, right? So because of that, whose balance is higher? Our balance is higher. Why? We didn't do a deduction, but bank. So because of that, whose balance is higher? Our balance is at the end of the right direct standing order, right? Standing. Third one, sorry, fifth one, final one. Again, we can identify it in debit side of the bank statement. It's 150. We can identify it in debit side of the bank statement, but we can't identify it credit side of the bank account. What is this? The term we call as the bank charges, and the other one checkbook charge. Checkbook charges. Bank charges and checkbook charges. කියන්නේ බැංකුව කෝල් කරගෙන කියන්නේ 150ක් කපාගත්ත කමක් නැද්ද ඉද කියලා කියන්නේ නැහැ නේ. ටංගාල කපාගෙන එවෙන. Right? So because of that, whose balance is higher? Our balance is higher, right? So bank account balance is higher than the bank statement. Are you okay up to this point? This is the still we did still up to now we have done a revision. Now this is the point we should start today's lesson. Are you okay with this one? Send me a thumbs up. Up to now, this is the whole summary. I sacrificed half an hour, right? Now still we have only 1.5. Okay. Anything Anita video on karagan, right? Okay, so let's start. Now today I'm going to discuss about bank reconciliation, right? So this is all about what is the topic? Bank reconciliation. We need to start the lesson called bank reconciliation. This is about the bank reconciliation. The company, this is TUTE page number 60. Right? TUTE page number 60. Right. This is now. The company prepares a bank reconciliation statement to compare the balances in its accounts, right? Okay, 1 minute. 1 minute. ගුල ගිල්ල තිල්ලට කියලා මේ print out එක කරන්න. සල්ලි දීලා නැත්නම් ඔක් කරන්න බෑ. Four messages. 5 minutes, sir. Sir, I can't open my camera. I'm on a trip. Come on. Sir, can you explain in bank statement why you increase balance when checks payments when there is a bank overdraft? Sir, can you explain in bank statement why you increase the balance when check payment when there is a bank overdraft? Okay, now we can do it because I'm going to, there is a question. Sir, can you explain in bank statement why you increase the balance check payments when there is a bank overdraft? This is all about bank statement. Okay, think the opening balance is it's an overdraft. Okay, when we issue checks, again overdraft should increase. මොකද බැංකුව අතින්ද දාන්නේ දෙන්නේ අපේ සල්ලි නෙමෙයි. අපි සල්ලි දානකම් බැංකුව අතින්ද දාන්නේ. Now think about this one. You can clearly identify it through this one. So it's in textbook. Because of this one, look here, this one. Opening this debit balance means it's an overdraft. Can you remember? Debit means overdraft. Okay. When we again now this receipt means receiving. Right. Now because of this one, you know, 1 minute. Right. Okay. Now because of this one, you can see when we deposit something, which means receipts means addition side, credit side. Okay. Payments means debit side, deduction side. When we deposit something, bank overdraft decrease. Can you remember? When we again issue a payment, which means issue a check, again bank overdraft increases. Okay. Right. Now it's really easy, don't think, because you can understand it from this one. Okay. Now I'm going to discuss this one, bank reconciliation. A company prepares a bank reconciliation statement to compare the balances in its accounting record with its bank account balance. Right? දැන් මෙතන අපි මොකද කරන්නේ? බැංකුවෙන් එවන balance එක අපි වෙනස් කරන්න නෙමෙයි යන්නේ. So we can't change the bank statement balance. We can't do anything to our bank statement balance. Now in here, what we are going to do? First of all, we need to identify above mentioned reasons from the bank account and bank reconciliation by comparing the bank account and bank reconciliation. Okay. Then we can prepare the adjusted bank account and bank reconciliation statement. There are 5 steps. Okay, so there are few steps. Sorry, mainly there are 2 steps to prepare bank reconciliation. Then මොකක්ද අපි කරන්නේ? First of all, we need to identify the reason. Okay, and we need to show those reasons in 2 types of things. Then you can have a clear idea. First one. Okay, now listen to this carefully. The statement shows reasons for any discrepancies between the bank account and bank statement. Once the business prepare the bank reconciliation and gets the final answer similar to bank statement account, tells that identify reasons are the forces of the balance difference. අපිට එන ෆයිනල් බැලන්ස් එක වෙන්නේ බැංක් ස්ටේට්මන්ට් එකේ බැලන්ස් එක නම් එතනින් මොකක්ද කියන්නේ? මේ හේතු නිසා තමයි අපේ බැලන්ස් එකයි බැංක් ස්ටේට්මන්ට් බැලන්ස් එකයි ඩිෆරන්ට් වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. තේරෙනවද? එහෙම ආවේ නැත්තම් මොකක් කරේ කොස්සක් තියෙනවා. මොකක් කරේ පිරිවිරිස් එකක්. Right? Okay. To record bank account and balance and bank statement balance, we need to follow 2 steps. To reconcile bank account balance and bank statement balance, we need to do, there are 2 steps. Okay guys? Okay, what is the first step? Preparation of adjusted bank account. Understand? Second step, preparation of bank reconciliations. Is it clear to you? Right? First of all, I'm going to discuss this example with you. දැන් මම මෙතන ඔයගොල්ලන්ට දීලා තියෙනවා example එක. තේරුණාද? Right. So I'm going to take those things into my whiteboard. Till that, uh, can you fill in the blanks in balance side of the bank statement? Bank statement එකේ balance side එක fill කරන්න බලන්න. Bank statement එකේ තියෙන balance column එක. Right? You know, you can do this one like this. Right? This one. You need to do this one. Till I gets ready, what you need to do? You should fill the balance column. Now, opening, there was a credit balance of the bank statement, which means a favorable balance to the business. Credit balance එකක් කියන්නේ බැංකුවේ මොනවද තියෙනවද? මොනවද තියෙනවද? සල්ලි තියෙනවා. Right? ඉතින් මෙතන credit balance එකක් නම් in our side it should be a debit balance. It's correct. Now in here I didn't mention the descriptions, no need, don't think about descriptions. You can identify it from the other examples, right? Now in here, right, now let's take the balances of the bank statement, right? Again this credited means addition side, this debit means minus side, right? When we add something, again balance increase up to 1500. Is it clear to you? This is also credit balance. When we issue checks, then the balance decrease from 1500 to 1300 as debit. 1300 from 1500. Is it clear to you guys? Likewise, do this till I prepare this one. Now the things in bank account. Can give right. Can you hear me, guys? Am I audible to you? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now let's fill this one. Now we only need to fill this one. Now opening there was a credit balance. Then we deposit something. Balance increase up to 1500. Am I correct? Then we deduct when we issue checks or some, because not only that, not only for issuing a check, you know, there can be standing orders. Okay. Other than that, bank charges, checkbook charges. These are the things we record in the debit side of the bank statement. Issue pay checks, right? Bank charges, checkbook charges, standing orders. Other than that, මොනවද තව අපි බැංක් එකෙන් සල්ලි අරන් ලාච්චුවට ගෙනල්ලා ලාච්චුවේ සල්ලි මදි වෙලා බැංක් account එකෙන් සල්ලි ගෙනල්ලා එතකොට debit side එකේ right. So now in here this decrease up to 1300. Am I correct, guys? Decrease up to 1300. When we add another 150,450, also it's a credit. Is it clear? Now we deduct 300. So 1150 credit. Am I correct? Again we deposit 200. So 1350 credit. Okay. Now from this 1350 we issued in here we issued a check amounting 800. එතකොට කීයද balance එක? 550. 550 credit balance. Then අපි මොකද කරලා තියෙන්නේ? අපි deposit කරලාද මේ මොනවා කරලාද? Deposit කරලා. Right? 900. So 1450. Am I correct? Now from that we deducted how much? 250. It's 1200 credit. Is it clear? Again we add 900. Then 2000 2000 1200 plus 910, 2110 credit. Am I correct? Is it clear to you guys? These are the balances. 500, 200 like that. Is it clear? Send me a thumbs up. Are you okay up this? Now what we need to do, we need to find the reason. දැන් අපි මොකද කරන්නේ? ඔන්න දැන් අපි exam එක කියලා හිතන්න. දැන් මට කියන්න අපි first of all we need to observe whether closing balances are tally. In here, in this side, what is the closing balance? You know it's 900. Business එකට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ කීයද? Debit balance එකක් 900. Bank එකට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ credit balance එකක් 2110. Is it clear to you? There is a difference. Closing balances not tally. හරි පැත්ත හරි මේකේ debit තියෙන්නේ අරක credit තියෙන ප්‍රශ්නයක් නෑ. මේකේ debit තියෙන්නේ පැත්ත හරියට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ. මොකද if it is a debit balance in here this should be a credit balance. If it is a credit balance this should be a debit balance. Okay? Now it's fine. Now how to identify the reasons? First of all you need to compare the debit side of the bank account. Okay? You should compare the debit side of the bank account with credit side of the bank statement. Why? Bank account එකේ debit ලියවෙනේව bank statement එකේ කොහෙද දෙන්නේ? තියෙනේවට හරි දානවා නැති ඒවා round. 1000. This is the opening balance. Opening balances are no worries. Am I clear to you guys? The opening balance. ඒක අතාරින් නැයි මේ opening balance එක මෙතන නෙමෙයි ඉන්නේ කෙලින්ම කෙරවලේනේ. Right? Okay. Now the other 500 can be identified debit side of the bank statement as well as credit side of the bank sorry, bank debit side of the bank account as well as credit side of the bank statement. 200 can be also identified in debit side of the bank account and credit side of the bank statement. 200 can be identified. Third one, 900 can be identified in debit side of the bank account and credit side of the bank statement. හරි දාන්න තියෙන්නේ. අයිනෙන් චූටි හරියක් දාන්න. Right? But 100 it's appearing in the bank account debit side, so it's not showing in the credit side of the bank statement. So we should circle this one. This is a one reason for that. In here, we can identify 150 credit side of the bank statement, but not in the debit side of the bank account. So you should circle. This 910 also, it's showing in the credit side of the bank statement, but not in the debit side of the bank. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ රවුන්ඩ් කරලා තියෙන එක මොකද්ද? මෙතන තියනවා අතන නෑ කියන එක තමයි රිප්‍රසන්ට්. කියනවාද? මෙතන තියනවා අතන නෑ. මෙතනත් සර්කල් කරලා තියෙන එක මෙතන තියනවා අතන. Now after that, what we need to compare? We need to compare credit side of the bank account with the debit side of the bank statement. තේරුණාද? තේරුණාද? තේරුණාදනේ අන්මියුට් කරලා කියන්න වාසය කටහඬ අහන්න. කොළුද? තේරුණාද?
ඔව් සර්.
කෙනාද? ඒකෝ
තේරුණා සර්.
කරමු. well should right දැකින් හිටපු ගමන් අර ඉත්තෑව දුවනවා අපි මැච් එක පොඩ්ඩක් බලමු තත්ත්වය මොකද කියලා නේද අපි 57යි විකට් එකයි nice still one wicket
ඔය හිතන්නේ ලංකාව දිනයි කියලා
අමු කියන්නේ අදිසි දින්න කියලා පෙරදුනා කිව්වොත් එහෙනම් මම දන්නවා ඊට පස්සේ අයියෝ සර් තමයි මැච් එක කෑවේ මම දන්නේ නැද්දි right අමු කියන්නේ right no any comments right okay now let's compare credit side of the bank account and debit side of the bank statement 200 in both sides okay. 300 in both sides okay. 800 in both sides but this 100 and 400 only in credit side of the bank account not in the debit side of the bank statement. This 250 as well. We can identify credit debit side of the bank statement, but not in the credit side of the bank account. Don't compare this BCD because this is the closing balance. Don't compare this BCD and BBA. මොකද මේවා මේක ඇවිල්ලා closing balance එක කොහොමද tally වෙන්නේ නැහැ. තේරෙනවද? Don't take this BCD. Most of the student circle this BCD as well. Don't do it. It's wrong. මොකද මේක බලන්න නැතුව ඉස්සරහා තියෙන එක ටක් ගාලා මේකත් සර්කල් එක වැරදි. right okay now these are the reasons. Now using your current knowledge you should be able to name these differences. Okay, first one I'm going to do this one. I'm going to do what is this 100? What is this 100? What is the reason we name? මම අර කලින් දුන්න chart එකේ තියෙන. Deposited but not yet realized. බැංකුවේ counter එකට දීලා තිනවා හැබැයි account එකට සල්ලි විදියට වැටලා තියෙනවා. Okay, so this is deposited but not yet realized. These two, can you name this? What is this? Anyone? What is this reason? We already issued, but that's why credit side of the bank account, but not in the debit side of the bank statement. ඒකනේ මෙතන තියෙනවා මෙතන නැති නිසානේ රවුම් වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. Issued but not presented to the bank for payment. දුන්නේ එක චෙක් එක month end එක වෙනකන් අරන් ගිහිල්ලා දෙන එහෙම නැත්නම් බැංකුවට දීලා බැංකුවෙන් සල්ලි අපේ එකෙන් අඩු වෙලා නැහැ. තේරුණාද? This is issued but not presented to the bank for payment. Right? And in here, can you tell me what are these 115 and 910? What is the name we call 150 and 900? Can identify in credit side of the bank statement but not in the debit side of the bank account. Anyone?
direct remittances.
Direct remittances. කවුරු හරි සල්ලි දාලා හලෝ සල්ලි දැම්මා බයි ඔන්න දැම්ම දැන් ඔන්න ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ කියලා කියනවා. හැබැයි අපි දන්නේ කෝල් දැන් තාම අපි ඉන්නේ ගල්ලුගේ මැසේජ් එන්නේ නැහැ කියලා හිතන්න. දැන් මම නම් අපේ accounts තියද්දි කවුරු හරි දැන් අපිට දැන් ස්ටේට්මන්ට් විනාඩි 5න් පාර ඔන්ලයින් ඩවුන්ලෝඩ් කරන්න පුළුවන් මොකද කෝපරේට් ඇප් එක. මම කරන්නේ කවුරු හරි කියනවා සල්ලි දැම්මා ඔන්න බලන්න කියලා අපි කරන්නේ එතකොට ස්ටේට්මන්ට් එක එවෙලෙම රන් කරලා එවෙලෙම බලලා අපි අපේ පැත්තේ ඩෙබිට් කරනවා. හැබැයි අපි ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ කතා කරන එකේ අපි හිතන්නේ එවෙලෙම බලන්න බෑ කියලා. තේරෙනවද? Right? So because of that, this is what is the reason. Direct remittances. Can you tell me what is this 250? It can be either standing order or bank charge or checkbook charge. Okay, it can be either standing order or it can be bank charges or it can be a checkbook charge. අපි කොහොමද ඒක verify කරන්නේ? මෙතන ඉස්සරහ දෙන description. දැන් මම මෙතන දීලා නැහැ. තේරෙනවද? So it can be either bank charge or checkbook charges. ඕක ටියුට් එකේ මුතුන ලියාගෙන raise hand එකක් දාන්න. Raise your hands. Circle these things and name these things and raise your hands. Record all the things in your tube and raise your hands. Sorry. Record and raise your hands. Hurry up. Then दूसरी तीन तो रवेला है. Have you finished? Others? Waiting for Yumit, Oshini, Sanuli. Right. Thank you very, very much. Now, you can see I have given you a space after that. Can you see? Okay. Now using this space, write the differences, and here we can prepare the two types of things. What are the things we should prepare? Adjustment bank account and preparation of bank reconciliation state. මොනවද මේ කියන්නේ කියලා one by one කියලා දෙන්න. Right? Then you can have a clear idea. Okay. I already took a picture. Right, now let's record. You can write like this. Below are the identifiable reasons between bank account and so bank account, you know how much was the closing balance? Bank account balance was 900 debit, and bank statement balance was 2,110. Reasons between bank account and bank statement balance. These are the reasons. Okay. You can write the first one. Let's start from the bank account. First one. Deposited but not yet realized. Okay. Even you can write in my tude, I mention it as deposited but not realized. Okay. You know the amount. What is the amount? Rupees 100. Second one, issued but not presented to the bank for payment. Third one, sorry. So what are the things? Again, rupees 100 and rupees 400. Third one, let's take out of the standing order, bank charges, checkbook charges. Let's take only standing. Understand? Standing orders rupees 250. Fourth one, direct remittances. How much? Rupees 150 and rupees 900. Finish it and raise your hands. Now we need to prepare two kind of statement: registered bank account and bank reconciliation statement. Right? Our final balance should be 2110 credit balance. ඒ කියන්නේ bank statement එකේ final balance එක එනවා නම් අපි මේ හේතු නිසා තමයි අපිට difference එක කියලා identify කරගන්න තේරුණාද? සමහර ළමයි හිතනවා මේකෙන් කරන්න මොකක් හරි හොයනවා කියලා. මේකෙන් මුකුත් මේ final balance එකේ හොයනවා තමයි හේතු හොයන්නේ. හැබැයි මේකෙන් එන final balance එක අපි අර එන answer එකක් නෙමෙයි. This answer should be similar to the bank statement balance, final balance. Okay. If it is yes, these are the reasons. If not, there can be another reason. Is it clear to you, guys? Send me a thumbs up. Okay. If we get the final balance of the similar to the bank statement balance, so we can identify these are the reasons. Buy into there. මේවා තමයි. එහෙම නැත්තම් දැන් අපේ එකෙත් නේ වෙන හදිස්සියවත් bank statement එකේ balance එක ගාව නැත්තම් ආයෙ ඔක්කොම මුලින්දම බලන්න. කවුනා reason එකක් තියෙනවා. එතනද ඒකට තමයි මොකක් කරේ අපිට අහුවෙච්ච නැති මිස් වෙච්ච reason එකක් තියෙන්නේ. So we need to identify the reasons because it's a good because why we identify the reasons we need to know. Understand? දැන් හදිස්සියවත් බැංකුවට දුන්න එක නියම වෙලා නැත්නම් හදිස්සි think about this 100 deposited but not yet realized. ඒ කියන්නේ බැංකුවේ කවුන්ටර් එකට ගිහිල්ලා දීලා තියෙනවා. තාම අපේ account එකට වැටලා නැහැ. අපි ඔක ඉග්නෝර් කරලා වැටෙයිනේ කියලා next month උත් බලන්නේ නැහැ. හදිස්සි බැංකුව චෙක් එක රිටර්න් කළා අපිට චෙක් රිටර්න් නොටිෆිකේෂන් එක ඒවා අමතක වෙනවා. මං කියන්නේ බැංකුව චෙක් එක රිටර්න් කළා අමතක වෙලා තියෙනවා චෙක් රිටර්න් නොටිෆිකේෂන් එක එවන්න. එතකොට අපි ආවු චෙක් එක දුන්නා thank you කියලා බලාගෙන ඉන්නවා. ඇත්තටම අපිට සල්ලි චෙක් එක දුන්නාට මොකක් කරේ හේතුවක් නිසා රිටර්න් වෙලා අපි උගින් ආයි මේ 100 ඉල්ල ගන්න ඕනේ. Right? So likewise we need to pay attention on these reasons. Okay? Right. Now we need to follow first step. We need to follow two steps. Right? Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, bank එක මංකොල්ල ගෑවුවොත් මොකක්ද වෙන්නේ?
බැංක් එක මංකොල්ල ගන්න බෑ නේද? බැංක් එක මංකොල්ල ගෑවුවොත් එහෙම බැංකුවට ඉන්න වෙන්නේ හිරේ නෙමෙයි ආයි. නාද ලෝකයේ ගැට්ටෙන් දොට්ට තමයි දාන්නේ. Right? බැංකුව කොල්ල ගෑවුවොත්. සාමාන්‍ය බැංකුවේ කොල්ල ගන්න නැහැ නම් බැංකුවට දාම් වෙනවා ඩූම් වෙනවා වැරදුනොත් ඇරෙන්නේ. බැංකුව කොල්ල ගන්න. හරි. දැන් අපි ලියමු. Okay. First step. What is the first step? First step is preparation of adjusted හොඳට අහගන්න. දැන් තේරෙන්නේ කියන්නේ එපා. Adjusted bank. මුලින්ම ලියන්න එපා බලාගෙන ඉන්න මම කිව්වට පස්සේ යන්න මොකද මම පොඩ වෙනස් කරමු. Okay. දැන් පැන්සල් ටික ඔක්කොම මේ සුඩින් තියන පෑන් ටික ඔක්කොම මේ සුඩින් හොඳට අහගන්න. Right? This is the first step. What is the first step? Preparation of adjusted bank. Second step is Rahagan. Right? Preparation of second step, preparation of bank reconciliation. How that just a band account bank reconciliation state. Hey, where are the others? Only one student. Very bad. Huh? You're very bad. I don't know why. Huh? These are the reasons. Preparation of adjusted bank account and preparation of bank reconciliation state. Raga. Two reasons. First one. What we are going to do in here? adjusted bank account. Adjusted bank account. Draga. Then is the adjusted bank. So bank, this is the bank reconciliation statement. This is not a bank statement. This is not the bank statement. Why හිතනවා මම මේ bank statement එකක් ගහන්න කියලා නෑ. This is what? Bank reconciliation. If it is a bank statement, debit credit balance කියලා එනවා. This is only bank reconciliation statement. Rupees sign. Okay, I'm just going to draw a T account. No need to go draw date, description, LF, discount, amount. Okay, you know when we prepare a bank account, date, description, LF, discount, received amount. Likewise, in here I'm not going to draw. If you need, you can draw this. Then මොකද්ද මේ adjusted bank account එක? දැන් business එක already bank account එකක් හදලා. Why we prepare the adjusted bank? In here, listen to this here. We need to record the items only recorded by the bank. බැංකුවේ විතරක් තියෙන ඒවා business එකේ ලියවිලා නැතිව මොකද කරන්නේ? මේකේ දාන්න. ඒ මොනවාද? bank statement එකේ circle වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. bank statement එකේ circle වෙලා තියෙන්නේ bank statement එකේ තියෙනවා. හැබැයි අපේ පැත්තේ නැති නිසා. We compare, right? So with the debit side of the bank account and credit side of the bank statement. Bank statement එකේ credit side එකේ circle වෙලා තියෙන bank statement එකේ credit side එකේ තියෙනවා. හැබැයි bank account එකේ නැති. තේරුණාද? We compare, right? Credit side of the bank account and debit side of the bank statement. Bank statement එකේ debit side එකේ circle වෙලා තියෙන්නේ ඇයි ඒක? ඒක තියෙන්නේ bank statement එකේ debit side එකේ විතර. Credit bank statement එකේ sorry bank statement එකේ debit side එකේ විතරයි bank account එකේ credit side නැහැ. තේරුණාද? Send me a thumbs up. Right? First of all, we need to record items only recorded in the bank statement. Right? Now, for that, what we need to do, we need to find the closing balance of the business. Can you tell me the closing balance of the business? 900. තේරුණාද? මේ balance එක නෙමෙයි අත්‍තරම හරියට වෙන්න ඕනේ balance එක business එකේ. ඇයි? බැංකුවේ තියෙන සමහර ඒවා business එකේ ලියවිලා නැහැනේ. තේරුණාද? Okay, so we need to again adjust this balance. Okay, we need to first of all take the balance brought forward. How much? Balance brought forward. How much, guys? 900. Am I correct? 900. Now, can you tell me what are the reasons which only recorded in credit side? What are the reasons which only recorded in bank statement? Wait, I'm going to share this one to you. Wait, I'm going to share this. Okay. 1 minute. 1 minute. Right over. So these are the reasons. Can you remember? Among these reasons, okay, what are the reasons? Within bank statement, credit side and debit side circle. Okay. Can you remember? These are the reasons. Okay. First reason. What is the first reason? Let's take direct remittances. Only recorded in bank statement, debit side. It should be recorded in credit side of the bank account. Understand? And standing order. Standing order can be identified in debit side of the bank statement, not in credit side of the bank account. So we need to credit it in the adjusted bank account. Okay. When it comes to direct remittances, those should recorded in debit side of the bank account. So what we are going to do in here, we need to record it in the adjusted bank account debit side. තේරුණාද? Okay. ඒ කියන්නේ ස්ටෑන්ඩින් ඕඩර් එක නිසා බැංක් බැලන්ස් එක අඩු වෙලා තිබ්බට අපි මේ බිස්නස් එකේ කලින් හදපු බැංක් account එක ලියලා තිබ්බද? ස්ටෑන්ඩින් ඕඩර්. Standing. We should decrease the bank account balance. How much? 250. Right? Other than that, can you tell me the reasons? Direct remittances. There are two direct remittances. Direct remittances. How much? There are two things. I'm going to take this as a heading. 150. What is the other one? 910. Now, we already recorded these things. Understand? Only these three things. Sometimes, if it is the bank charge or checkbook charges, if it is the bank charge or checkbook charges, it should be credited to the adjusted bank. Understand? So, we credited the standing orders. Why? Because of the standing orders, business bank balance should decrease. Okay? Because of direct balance, direct remittances, මේ අපි හදන්නේ අපි කලින් අර හදපු balance එක තමයි අපි මේ දැන් adjust කරන්නේ. තේරුණාද? Because of direct remittances, business bank balance should increase. Understand? Right. Now only these things. Only these things. Now, what we are going to do? We need to balance this account. Okay. So can you tell me which side is the higher side? Debit side. 900 plus 150 plus 910. How much? 1960. So let's take to the credit side of the bank account. Okay. So we need to deduct 250 from that one. So the balance is 1710. Balance carried down. Balance brought forward how much? 1700. This should be the business balance. But how much we got? 900 because of this reason. Right? Is it clear to you? Send me a thumbs. මේ ඇවිල්ලා බැංකුව විතරක් රෙකෝඩ් කරලා අප රෙකෝඩ් කරලා තිබ්බ නැති ඒවා තමයි මෙතනට දැන්. Then what we are going to do in here, in bank reconciliation statement, what we are going to record, isn't this clear? Things we only recorded by the business, but not recorded by the bank. Understand? To do that, we need to take the first of all adjusted bank account balance. දැන් මෙතන අපි බැංකුවේ opening balance එක අරන් ඒකට කරන්න යන්නේ නේ. අපිට final balance එක එන්න ඕනේ මොකක්ද? Bank account එකේ bank statement එකේ balance. Right? First of all, we need to take the adjusted bank account balance. Adjusted bank account balance. How much, guys? It's 1710. It is a favorable balance. Huh? If the balance brought forward in credit side, we should write it as minus. If balance brought forward in credit side, we should write it as minus. ඔයා ගන්න adjusted bank account එකේ balance එක credit side balance එකක් කියනකොට overdraft එකක් තමයි තියෙන්නේ. දැන් මෙතනින් කියන්න බෑ මේක නෙමෙයි business එකේ balance එක තිබ්බේ 2000 ගානක් නේද බලන්න. 2110. ඒක නෙමෙයි උත්තරේ. තාම අපි උත්තරේට ආන්නේ නැහැ. Okay. Now we already took the adjusted bank account balance. We need to add something to it. Now there are another two pending things. What are these? Issued but not presented to the bank for payment, deposited but not yet realized. මේ දෙකම business එකේ bank account එකේ තමයි circle වෙලා තියෙන්නේ බලන්න. bank statement එකේ නෙමෙයි. Circled only in bank account. Finally, we should take the balance of bank statement balance. Bank statement එකේ balance එක આવුත් මේවා තමයි reasons කියලා අපිට හිතා ගන්න. තේරුණාද? Plus minus. Bank statement balance. ඔන්න ඕක තමයි ගොඩක් අය පටල ගන්න. දැන් මේක තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. ගොඩක් අය කියනවා අනේ සර් මේ රීසන්ස් දෙක මට තේරුන්නේ නැහැ. දරාග. What we add from the adjusted bank account balance, what we deduct from the bank statement. දරාග. අපිට අන්තිමට එන්න ඕන උත්තරේ මොකක්ද? bank statement එකේ balance. First let's take what are the things in the debit side of the bank account, circle things. Deposited but not yet realized. බැංකුවට දීලා ගිහිල්ලා තියෙනවා. right? දරාග බැංකුවට දීලා දිනවා හැබැයි අපේ account එකට වැටිලා. Because of this reason, right? Adjusted bank account balance is higher. Can you remember? Adjusted or bank account or because the adjusted bank account balance එකෙත් මේක තියෙනවනේ මොකද අර රෙකෝඩ් වෙච්ච නැති ටික විතරනේ දැන් මේ මීටරක 900ට කලින් අරක රෙකෝඩ් කරලා තිබ්බනේ තේරෙනවද bank account එකේ debit side එකේ තියෙනවා bank statement එකේ credit side එකේ right ඒක නිසා bank account balance එක මොකද වැඩි bank statement balance එක අඩු right අපිට අන්තිමට ගන්න ඕන මොන බැලන්ස් එකද bank statement because of that we can't plus it මේක ඇතුලේ තියෙනවා මේකේ නැති නිසා මේතනින් අඩු කරොත් නේද මෙතනට අඩු වෙලා ඉන්නේ මං කියනවා මේක ඇතුලේ ඒක තියෙනවා මේකේ නෑ right මෙතනින් අඩු කරොත් නේද ඒ ගාන අඩු වෙලා බැලන්ස් එකේ එන්නේ මං කියන එක තේරෙනවද so we need to deduct deposited දැන් අර ඒක මෙතන වගේ බලන්න බෑ because our ultimate objective is to take the bank statement back deposited but not yet realized ඒ කියන්නේ because of this one adjusted bank balance is higher than the bank statement balance okay so we need to take the bank statement balance because of that we should deduct the deposited but not yet real understand right how much is the amount deposited but not realized it's only 100 now the other issued but not presented to the bank for pay because of this one whose balance is high business balance or bank account bank statement balance is high අපි deduction එකක් කරලා තිනවා බැංකුව deduction එකක් කරලා තේරුණාද right අර කලින් chart එකේ බලන්න මම අර මෙහෙම දුන්නේ අර පැත් මතකයි නේද right because of issued but not presented to the bank for payment whose balance is higher bank statement balance is high right our ultimate objective is to get the bank statement balance මේකේ ඒක මොකද කරන්නේ අඩු කරලා තියෙන්නේ තේරුණා right ඒකට මේක එකතු කරොත් මේ balance එකේ තේරුණා මේකේ ඒක අඩු කරලා තියෙන්නේ bank account එකේ අඩු කරලා තියෙන්නේ මේගොල්ලෝ අඩු කරලා මෙතනට එකතු කරොත් තමයි මේක so we add issued but not presented to the bank for payment දරහගන්න දැන් ඉතින් විභාගය අහන්නේ ඇයි මේක ඇඩ් කරන්නේ ඇයි මේක ඩිඩක්ට් කරන්නේ ඒක විභාගය අහන්නේ you should remember this remember like this plus I minus D plus I මාව ඇඩ් කරනවා කියලා හරි මොකක්ද මාව ඇඩ් මම තමයි ඇඩ් වෙන්නේ තේරුණාද ඔයා කැමතිනේ ඔයාගේ නමට කෙල්ලෙක් ඇඩ් කරලා දාගන්න හරි නේ කොල්ලෙන් කෙල්ලෙන් නම් කැමති කොල්ලෙක් ඇඩ් කරලා දාගන්න හරි නේ දාස right then mama yesterday I sat for the graduate teachers examination ගියේ නාලන්ද කොලෙජ් එකට right නාලන්ද කොලෙජ් එකේ තිබ්බේ එතකොට මගේට මට තිබ්බ ඩෙස් එකක් මාර පේපර් එකක් ආවා පිස්සු වෙනවා මාව නිකන් කරකවල ගියා මම ඒක තිබ්බේ මේ Western Province graduate teachers examination right IQ and general knowledge ඉතින් හරි වැට්ටනේ ජෙනරල් නොලෙජ් එකේ අහලා තියෙන ප්‍රශ්න 10 50ක් තිබ්බ 50න් 30ක් විතර දන්නේ නැහැ සමහරේ. ඉතින් මේ දැන් මට තිබ්බ ඩෙස් එකේ ගහලා තිබ්බා S+I කිය. හරි ආසයින් කට්ටිය අර දැකලා තියෙන. ඉතින් මට අර කට්ටිය එක එක ගහලා තියෙනවා අර grade 7 නේ. grade 7 ක්ලාස් එක මම හිටියේ. අම්මා දැන් කාලේ ඉන්නේ මරු තමයි. හරි. V+I we deduct D. Can you tell me what are the issued but not presented to the bank for payment? Two things, right? 100 and 100 and 400. Shall we take the balance? Now what is this one? 500. Okay, then 10. Is it correct, guys? 1210. When we deduct this one, what is the balance? Sorry, this is not. This is 2000, right? 2200. Understand? This 2200. 2200. When we deduct this one, 2100. Check whether our balance is similar with the bank statement balance. Yes or no, guys? Can buy වෙන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. මේවා තමයි හේතු. Check whether. I'm going to share it to you. Yes, it's correct. Why? The closing balance is how much? Yeah, 2110 credit balance. Is it clear? Right? The closing balance is 2100. So our answer is also similar to that. Right. Now you need to know what are the things we include in adjusted bank account? Things recorded only by the bank. Okay? Those are the things circled in the bank. Standing orders, direct remittances, bank charges and check charges. ඔය තුන විතරයි. ඕක බැරි වුන් ඉන්නවා. ඔය තුනනේ බැංක් එක විතරක් රෙකෝඩ් කරලා තියෙන්නේ මොනවා? Standing orders, direct remittances, bank charges or checkbook charges. Those are the things. Right? So what are the things only recorded by the bank? Issued but not presented to the bank for payment. Deposited but not yet realized. If you don't need to remember why we add this issued, why we deduct this deposited. Don't think much. Just remember plus I minus D. Right? හිතන්න ඔයාට කලින් කෙල්ලෙක් හිටියා D කියලා එයා වයින් කළා තව එක්කෙනෙක් ඔයා I add කරගන්නවා හරි right plus I minus okay quickly record these things and raise your hands hurry up if the screen is not clear let me know I will say share a picture to the group I'm sharing up all the pictures to your group.
Sir, match එකේ ලකුණු කොහොමද?
match එකේ ලකුණු බැලුවොත් 88, 2 wickets. Afghanistan. යම් කිසි දෙයක් සිදුවෙමින් පවතින.
සර් ෆස්ට් විකට් එකට 57යි නේද ගියේ?
ෆස්ට් විකට් එකට
57යි නේද තිබ්බේ?
මතක නෑ කොල්ලෝ. අපේද ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ? අන්න 6ක්.
ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ.
අන්න 6ක් ඈ. 94. My god. ඒ වගේනේ. Oh yes. Right, quickly write it and raise your hands. Waiting for your raise hand. Others, are you still writing? Within 2 days, fully finish the bank account and bank records. So only we need to discuss more calculations. Let's do it today. Paper revision class link is available in the LMS as a paid class. I'm starting it at 8:45, right? And again, we can do rest of the things in Saturday. Then fully finish. Those who didn't participate, make sure to watch the recording. I think it's around 3 and 50 or around 3 hours, or yes, you just need to watch it, then you can have a clear idea. Others, Rajidu and Sanuli, you met Have you finished? Sanuli, are you still writing? Do you need more time? වැඩක් නෑනේ සර් වැඩක් නෑ තමයි කතා කරන්න එපා right okay now back to the textbook okay you need more time you can take your time now okay all the things available in the group I already sent the picture right okay now listen okay listen to this the different reasons for the differences between the final balance of the it's textbook page number 134 124 right so the reasons for the differences between the final balance of the bank account and the final balance of the bank statement the checks issued but not presented to the bank for payment right therefore the balance of the bank account of the business should be less than the balance in the bank statement the checks deposited but not realized now you know now first one the issued but not presented to the bank for payment means what which means a bank recorded but we can't identify it in the we can identify it in the bank account only because which means business recorded understand but not recorded by the bank okay business එක record කරලා දෙනවා issue කරලා දෙනවා හැබැයි බැංකුවට ගිහිල්ලා right so because of that you know මම අර දුන්නේ short note එකක් balance of the bank account of the business should be less than whose balance is less bank account balance means less which means the bank statement balance is higher understand the checks deposited but not realized which means recorded by the business debit side but not recorded credit side of the bank statement whose balance is higher bank statement balance is lower than the bank account balance which means bank account balance is higher right therefore the balance of the bank account of the business should be higher than the balance in the bank statement read these things then you can understand direct remittances you know which means we can identify deduction side of the bank statement which means debit side of the bank statement but not recorded by the business bank account credit side okay because of this bank account balance is higher than the bank statement balance right? So therefore bank account balance of the business is less than the balance in the so this is direct remittances so not standing orders direct remittances කියන්නේ මොකක්ද bank එකට කවුරුහරි direct දාලා එතකොට මොකද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ bank account එකේ credit side එකේ තියෙනවා which means plus side එකේ but not recorded by the business bank account so we can't identify it in debit side of the business bank account so business bank account is lesser why අපි addition side එකේ දාලා නැහැ bank එකේ addition side එකේ දාලා තියෙනවා right so therefore the bank account balance of the business is less than the balance in the bank statement standing orders අර මම කලින් කිව්වා so because of standing orders you know we can identify it only debit side of the bank statement but not in the credit side of the bank account so only recorded by the bank lesser side which means deduction side so business balance is higher than the bank statement balance therefore the balance of the bank account of the business higher than the balance in the bank statement bank charges and checkbook charges therefore the balance of the bank account of the business should be higher than the balance in the bank account right so bank statement the final balance of the bank account of the business and the final balance in the bank statement balance may differ due to above stated reasons right the reasons for the differences between these balances can be identified only after the comparison of the bank account and the business and the bank statement sent by the bank accordingly the reasons for the differences should be identified first by comparing the bank account and bank statement right first that debit column of the bank account should be compared with the credit column of the bank statement credit column of the bank account should be compared with the debit column of the bank statement therefore each values in the bank account should be checked to see whether those values have been included in the bank statement the items which have not been recorded in the both should be marked The items remaining unmarked in the bank account and the bank statement are the items which have been recorded only in one of the books, right? Those unmarked items are the reasons for the difference between the two final balance. An understanding of this can be obtained through the following exercise. The bank account and the bank statement of the Nadika's business for the month of July as follows. This is bank account and this is bank statement. In here, the final balance is what is the final balance? Debit side 31,000. Bank statement. This is a credit balance, right? Money available in the bank account. Okay, so this is a credit balance, right? If it is a debit balance, this should be a credit balance. Then debit balance එක කවුද විතරයි කරවලින් DR කියලා දෙන්නේ. CR balance එකක් නම් දෙන්නේ නැහැ bank statement, right? So you can see there is a difference, right? So highlight this 31,000 and 23,000, right? So we need to find the reasons accordingly to the above example. The favorable balance of 31,000 exists based on the bank account in the business. This is a favorable balance. The balance based on the bank statement is 23,000. Reasons for the difference between the balances should be identified, and that is done as follows. You need to check the debit side of the bank account with the credit side of the bank statement. Credit side of the bank account with the debit side of the bank statement. The reasons for the differences are, this is the first reason. What? Deposited but not yet. Understand? So this is issued but not presented to the bank for payment. මං කිව්වා මතක් කරලා BCD and highlight කරන්න එපා. Balance carried down බාන එක අතර අස්සෙම ගහලා දෙන්න. Don't circle balance carried down. This is issued but not presented to the bank for payment, right? Which means the deposited but not realized. ඇයි deposit කරලා තියෙනවා realize වෙලා නැහැ. issue කරලා තියෙනවා payment එකට ගිහිල්ලා. So this is a standing order. You can see this is bank charge. What is this? Direct remittance. Is it clear? Right? So the reasons of this difference are when the debit side of the bank account and credit column of the bank statement are compared. Checks deposited but not realized was 14,000. The direct remittances to the bank current account in the bank by a debtor was 11,000. Direct remittance. When the credit side of the bank account and the debit side of the bank statement compared, unpresented to the bank was 16,000, which means issued but not presented to the bank for payment. The payments on standing order for bank loans installment not recorded in the bank account 18,000. But standing order, right? And bank charges not recorded in the bank account, how much? 3,000. To adjust and compare this reason, two steps have to be followed. They are adjusting the bank account balance of the business, preparation of bank reconciliation statement based on the adjusted bank balance obtained under step 1 above. Adjusting the bank account balance is of bank account balance of the business. Among the reasons that right? Among the reasons that have caused a difference between the bank account balance and the current account balance, there may be some errors and omission in the bank account of the business. Due to these errors and omissions, the bank account balance become incorrected. Therefore, the bank account balance should be adjusted. This is known as adjusting of the balance of the bank account of the business. According to the above reason, example, values of the following costs should be adjusted to bank account of the business: direct remittances, standing orders, and bank charge. Right? The bank account the bank account balance should increase by the receipt of the direct remittances. Therefore, direct remittances should be debited to the bank account of the business. Understand? Right? මොකද මේක නිසා එකේ bank account balance එක increase වෙන්න ඕනේ. ඒක ලියවිලා නැහැ. Payment on the standing orders and charges made by the bank should be decrease the bank account. Therefore, the payment on the standing orders and charges should be credited to the bank account of the business. We get the adjusted balance of the bank account after these adjustments. Based on this example, the bank account of the business is adjusted as follows. This is the balance brought forward. We should take this one. සමහරු වැරදිලා මේක ගන්න. ගන්න එපා. අපි ගන්න closing balance එක 31000 debit side. 31000 debit side. This is direct remittances, this is standing orders, and this is bank charges. Okay? So BCDBB, preparation of bank reconciliation statement using the adjusted balance of the bank account. After adjusting the bank account, if the adjusted balance of the bank account is not similar to the balance of the bank statement, following will be the main reasons for the difference. Still, it won't tally. See, තාම tally වෙන්නේ නැහැ. කීයද? එතන balance brought forward and adjusted bank account එක කීයද? 21000. bank statement එක ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ කීයද? 23000. bank statement එක. තාම ඒ කියන්නේ tally වෙලා. So after the values of the checks which have been deposited but not yet realized, the values of the checks which have been issued but not presented to the bank for payment. However, the above two reasons are not errors and omissions, and therefore the balance bank account balance is not adjusted. Therefore, a statement should be prepared including the above two reasons to reconcile the balance reconcile between the balances of the adjusted bank account and the balance of the bank statement. The statement is identified as the bank reconciliation statement. By the preparation of bank reconciliation statement, the accuracy of the business can be ensured. Accordingly, very much important, the bank account balance is less than the balance of the bank statement due to the check which have been issued but not presented to the bank for payment. Know that when we issue check, bank account credited, but we can't identify it in debit side of the bank statement. So whose balance is higher? Bank statement balance is higher compared to bank account. Right? Okay. Therefore, the checks which have not been presented to the bank should be shown as an addition to the adjusted bank balance or in the bank reconciliation statement. I should add means issued but not presented to the bank for payment. The bank balance account balance is higher than the balance of the bank statement due to the check which have been deposited but not been realized within that period. Therefore, the checks deposited but not realized should be shown as a deduction from the adjusted bank balance in the bank reconciliation. The balances we get after preparing the bank reconciliation statement showing the above two reasons should be the balances mentioned in the bank statement. Let us see how the bank reconciliation statement is prepared using the adjusted bank account balance based on the example given. Is adjusted bank account. You can see adjusted bank account balance 21,000. Issued but not presented to the bank for payment 16,000. We should add this, which means we need to deduct deposited but not realized. Write it like this in brackets 4. So bank balance as per the bank statement as at 31st July 2023 should be 23,000. Yes, it's correct. 23. The other reason, right? Accordingly, if the bank balance of the business at the end of the certain time period does not agree with the balance in the bank statement, following steps should be followed to reconcile these balances. Now in here in your textbook they have given some steps, right? See whether there is a difference between balance of the bank account and the balance of the bank statement. Identify the reasons for the difference comparing the bank account and bank statement. Okay? Adjusting the final balance of the bank account, which means preparation of adjusted bank account. Then preparing the bank reconciliation statement using the adjusted bank account balance. Are you okay up to this point, guys? Yes or no? Are you okay up to this point? Then
Yes, sir.
yes. Nice. Others? Are you okay up to this? Okay, if you have any matter, let me know. Still, when it comes to our match, nice, 180. අපි දිනයි වගේ. Right.
සර් ඇෆ්ගනිස්තානෙ දින්නොත් මං සර්ට පීසා එකක් ඕඩර් කරා. එදාගේ.
ඕඩර් කරානේ. හරි ඕඩර් කරන්න ඕනේ.
ඒත් සර් සින්දුවේ කිව්වේ නෑ.
ආ?
සින්දුව කිව්වොත් මම ඕඩර් කරන්නම් ඇත්තටම.
සින්දුවක් කිව්වොත් අපි ඒක හෙට බලමු. grade 11 class එකේ බලමු. මං හෙට සින්දුවක් කියන්නම්. මේ මොනොත් හෙට ඕඩර් කරමු. කැමතිනේ වැඩේ. Now, in your tune, there is a homework. It is also prepared by myself. කොහෙන්වත් ගත්ත යන්නේ මම්ම තමයි ටිකක් කොර වෙන්නේ නැති. Right? Homework. Okay. Let's do that homework now. Thing in the textbook, tute, page number 17 and 18. Right. Listen to this carefully. now බලා ගන්න පැටලෙන්න දාලා. Following are extracted from the bank account of Nihal Subhasingha's business and the bank statement received from the bank as at 31st December 2020. This is the bank account. Balance brought forward. Credit side how much? 29,000. Credit side means this is an unfavorable balance. Understand? Means overdraft. අපිට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ මොකද්ද ළමයි? Overdraft. This is the bank statement sent by the bank, but closing balance in here not an overdraft. තේරෙනවනේ? එතන closing balance එක overdraft එකක් නෙමෙයි. overdraft එකක් නම් DR කියලා mention කරමු. DR කියලා mention කරලා තියෙනවද? The closing balance is a credit balance. But in here, now if it is the credit balance in here, it should be a debit balance. අපිට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ මොකක්ද? ඒ credit balance. වැරදීනේ. يعني කොහේ හරි يعني මොන හරි reasons නිසා වැරද්දක් නෙමෙයි. reasons නිසා. So what is the answer we should get? Our final answer should be 24,500. Okay, should be a favorable. First of all, what we need to do? First of all, we need to find the opening balance in here. Check whether opening balance BBF in business bank account credit side, which means opening there was opening overdraft. Understand? Opening there was overdraft. හරි. ඒතර මෙතන credit balance එකක් නම් bank statement එකේ balance එක වෙන්න ඕනේ මොකක්ද? debit balance එක. හරි. හරි නේද? When it comes to opening balance, in our business side, it's a credit balance. So bank statement balance should be a debit balance. So put a correction mark to opening balance. 30,000 in credit side of the bank account. Hariyadda Keravali. Come to a bank statement. If it is a credit balance, this should be a debit balance. Yes, opening balance. Now let's compare debit side of the bank account with the credit side of the bank statement. Understand? Right. Credit side of the bank account with debit side of the bank account with credit side of the bank statement. දැන් ඔන්න මං මිස් කරපු එකක් කියනවා අපිට තව බලන්න පුළුවන් දැන් මෙන්න මේ මහන් ළමයි ඉතලා එකම වැලියු එකේ තියෙන ට්‍රාන්සැක්ෂන් දෙක තුනක් වුණොත් කොහොමද ට්‍රැක් කරන්නේ ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවනේ right so how we can track using the check number look here debit side 8,000 of the bank account understand it's also appearing in the credit side of the bank statement first transaction හරි කොහොමද බලන්නේ දෙකේම check number එක කියද 103 Recorded by both parties. Put a correction. 3,000 in here, 3,000 in here. Yes, both parties. Right? 15,000 in here, 15,000 in here. Yes, check number 110, 15,000 in here. Check number 110, 15,000 in here. Right? 17,000 check number 13 here. 17,000 check number 13 here. Right? 20,000 check number 38 in here, but not in here. Circle this 20,000. Circle this 12,000 in here, but not in here. Check number 80, not in. So circle check number 80, which means 12,000 as well. Don't circle BC. When it comes this one, this 30,000 and 9,000, only in credit side of the bank statement, which means direct remittance. Now we should compare the credit side of the bank account with debit side of the bank statement. Is it clear to you guys? Am I audible to you? Right? Is it clear to you? Right? Now this 9,000 in credit side of the bank account, also in debit side of the bank statement, check number, what is the check number? 31. When it comes to 32, yes, 3,000, 3,000. 33, 2,000, 2,000. Check number 34, only in credit side of the bank account, not in the debit side of the bank statement. This 10,000 carriage inwards, not in the debit side of the bank statement. So circle this 10,000 as well. Right? So this 500, 1,000 and 12,000. Circle this. What is the first requirement? State the reasons for the differences between the balances as at 31st December 2020. Okay, let's state the differences in your writing book. Write as follows. Write homework number 1 in Qt page number 7. This is homework. අන්නේ කරන්නේ homework නේද? අමාරුවට නේද? This is first one. What is the Qt? Qt page number 7. So this is the first one. So what is the first requirement? First requirement is to state the reasons for the differences. First. What are the reasons? You know, issued but not presented to the bank for payment. Where we can identify this one? The things circle in the bank account, debit side or credit side? Credit side. Issued means credit. When we issue, bank balance decrease, right? So it's in the things circle in the credit side of the bank account. So you can write it with the check number 34 50,000, check number 35 10,000. කලින් එකේ මම දාලා තිබ්බේ නෑ මෙතන දාන්න. Check number 34. Check number 34 rupees 50,000. Check number 35 rupees, how much? 10,000, right? 10,000. Right, shall we do the class up to 8:45? Then I'm going to give a holy break from 8:45 to 9, then 9 to 9:45, right? Because we need to finish. right? The second one, deposited but not but not yet realized. We can write it, so where we can identify debit side of the bank account. Check number 34, 20,000. Check number 30, so 38, 20,000. 38, 20,000. What is the other one? Check number 80, rupees 12,000.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, first one के presented to the bank for payment name.
Should but not presented to the presented, yes, to the bank. Yes, thank you. Oh, thank you. Okay, third reasons, these are the things circle in the bank statement. The මේක පැටලෙනවා නම් ඔයා credit side එකේ shoot but not presented කියලා දන්නේ නැත්නම් ඔයාගේ bank reconciliation එක එහෙම පැටලෙනවා. එනවා අර ටික පාඩම් කරගන්න. Right. So when it comes to bank statement, can you tell me what is this 30,000 and 9,000? It's direct remittance. Is 500 checkbook charge, 1,000 bank charge, 12,000 standing. Right? You can write like this: direct remittances direct remittances. There are two direct remittances from debtors 30,000. And the other one from dividend income 9,000. Dividend income rupees 9,000. Then other reasons we can write like this. We can write individually. Checkbook charge 500. Other than that, bank charges 1,000. Bank charges how much, guys? 1,000. Apart from that, what is the other one? Standing order insurance 12,000. Write this and raise your hands, Arya. Write this and hurry up. Others, if you need, I can send a picture. Right? Okay, guys, have you finished? Others, Netma Yumet. Done. Okay. Now, what is the second requirement? Preparation of adjusted bank account. Third one, preparation of bank reconciliation statement using the adjusted bank balance. Okay, I'm going to do 2 and 3 in parallel. So this is very much important. මෙන්න මෙතන ඔයා පටල ගන්න ගොඩක් දේවල් තියෙනවා. ඒකයි මම මේක හැදුවේ. එනවද? reasons දැනගත්තට වැඩක් නැහැ. හැපලෙන්න ඕන. ඈ right. Now let's prepare. What is the second one? So I'm going to prepare adjusted bank account using T format. You can draw the full format: date, description, LF, value, date, description, LF, value, right? So third one, what is the third requirement? Bank, what is this? Bank reconciliation statement. Understand? කලින් එකත් මේක උඩින් ලියාගත්ත නැත්නම් මතක තියාගන්න ලියා ගන්න අර ස්පේස් එක ලියපු එක මේකට කියන්නේ bank reconciliation statement. ලියලා තියෙන්නේ මේ ටියුට් එකේ ලියුවේ right? Bank reconciliation statement. Okay? There are 2 columns and main, and this is the adjusted bank. First of all, what we need to do, we need to get the bank account balance. Can you tell me the bank account balance? 29,000 balance brought forward in credit side. So write it credit side of the bank adjusted bank account. BBF, it's 29,000. After that, we need to record identified reasons. Right? Identified reasons. First one, issued and deposited record in bank reconciliation. Don't write this one. Direct remittances, where we should record debit side of the adjusted bank account. Why? Because of that, this bank account balance should increase, right? So debtor remittances, how much the debtor remittances, guys? It's rupees 30,000. Okay. And the other one, dividend income remittances, how much? 9,000. Other than that, checkbook charge, because of checkbook charge, bank balance should decrease. Those balance brought forward in credit side, we should credit it. Okay, don't think if it is credit, we should debit that one. No. Checkbook charges, we credit it. Okay. Balance එක මොන පැත්තෙන් තිබ්බත් කමක් නැහැ. Checkbook charges, how much? 500. Bank charges also credit. Why? Bank asset decreases. How much? 1,000. Standing orders, how much? 12,000. බලන්න මම මේ දාව balance මත තියෙන කියලා මොකක් හරි වැරදුනොත් අපේ closing balance එක වැරදි. Think debtor remittances and dividend divisions, these things, 30,000 and 9,000 in bank statement. Guys, no one with video. Guys, are you there? Only one student. Others? There are so many students. Guys, please turn on the video. I don't know why. Really bad. Huh? Now let's balance this one. You should be able to balance this one. Huh? Balance it and find the reason. Okay. Take the balance carry down and balance board 4. Which side is higher, guys? Debit or credit? Huh? Credit. So 30,000, okay, plus 500 plus 12,000. How much? 42,500. 42,500. When we deduct 39,000 from that, it's rupees 3,500. BCD, BB 3,500. Okay. So this is adjusted bank account balance. Then we plus what we add, guys? What is the thing we add? I told you I, which means issued but not presented to the bank for payment. Issued but not presented to the bank for payment minus deposited but not yet realized. So our final balance should be balance as per the balance as per the bank statement. Date. Can you tell me what is the month in here? This is huh? Month is December, right? So December 31st. 31st December 2020. Right? Why we add issued but not presented for the bank for payment? Because the bank balance is lesser. Once we add this one, we can take the balance as per the bank statement. Because our ultimate is objective to get the balance as per the bank statement. Why we deduct deposited but not yet realized? Because of this one, bank balance is higher. So we need to deduct this one from bank balance, then we can get the balance as per the bank statement. Okay, right. Now tell me, what are the issued but not presented to the bank for payment? There are, I think, two things, right? Yes. Right, with the check number. Check number 34. Check number 35. 50,000 and 10,000. Deposited but not realized. Check number 38. Check number 80. 20,000 and 12,000. In here you need to add 60,000. In here you need to deduct 30. Am I correct, guys? Now, adjusted bank account balance, how much, guys? Can you tell me? 3,005. Since it's from credit side, which means still it's an overdraft. If it is a debit balance, it's okay. Understand? If it is a credit balance, you should write it as minus. අන්න උතර තමයි පටලවා. එතන තියෙන්නේ තාම මොකද්ද? Overdraft. Okay. Balance brought forward debit ගියොත් බැංක් එකේ සල්ලි තියනවා කියලා පෙන්නන. ක්‍රෙඩිට් ගියොත් overdraft. ඒක නිසා මෙතනින් මොකද කරන්නේ? මයිනස් විදියට දාන්න. තේරුණා නම් දාන්න බාන තමයි. ඕක පෙන්නන්න ඕන නිසා තමයි මම මේ ගන්න හැදුවේ. If the balance brought forward in debit side, you can take like plus sign. If it is a credit one, you should deduct it. Okay, now 60,000 minus 3,500. How much? 56,500. When we deduct further 32,000, it's rupees 24,500. Check whether it is the answer. Yes or no. This is the. Okay. Quickly write it and raise your hands. I'm sending a picture to you. Once you finish, raise your. Now it's almost 8:40. I'm going to wind up the session. Okay, those who are still writing, you can write. Okay, you can come at 9 o'clock. From 9 o'clock onwards, I'm going to start the paper revision class. In paper revision class, I'm going to do another 2-3 calculations. Is it clear to you guys? Now there are further calculations. Let's do 2, 3, 4. There are so many things. Let's do all the things. Right? I'm going to do some selected things, then we can finish it. Okay. Rest of the things I'm giving as the homework. And other than that, on Saturday also, I'm going to do this one because there are further calculations. Okay. You know, I can remember I missed another activity in bank account as well. Those who didn't participate last Saturday, make sure to watch the video and come before Saturday. Understand? So Saturday we can do it from 11:30 to 1:30. Okay, 11:30 to 1:30. Right? Those who have finished, you can log out. You can leave and come at 9 o'clock to the paper revision. Thank you, guys.